Hi, and welcome to the Brisbane Professionals Podcast. This is a podcast brought to you by SMS Law, going through the legal secrets that will benefit you and your clients, as well as having a little bit of fun as we go. This podcast is designed to educate you on, number one, complicated legal terms that we will explain in an easy to understand manner. Two, to understand why you do things from a legal perspective in your business. And three, to help you develop a plan for the future success of your business. Our mission is to help empower small to medium-sized businesses around the world to get access to legal advice so that they can help build their communities and make the world a better place. Did you know that any business owner is on average 7 months away from losing everything? That is the average time that it takes from a successful business to fold when an aspect of their business is not set up correctly. This podcast is all about empowering you and your business with knowledge and tools to ensure that that doesn't happen to you or to your clients. Let's begin, shall we?
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Brisbane Professionals Podcast. You're joining us from SMS Law. My name's Craig Mason, and I have with me Jeremy Stratton. Say hello to everyone, please, Jeremy.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show.
Absolutely. So today we wanted to talk about insolvency practitioners. You may have come across them in your business journey or business advisor journey. And just some things we want to talk about is how to deal with insolvency practitioners. So they serve a purpose, and there's plenty of great ones out there. We just wanted to touch on how you deal with those if you need to. So Jeremy, do you want to share with our listeners the first thing that we've come up with in terms of how to deal with them?
Yeah, absolutely. And the first one is to be open and honest. So many people try and hide information from an insolvency practitioner or from any consultant really, but being open and honest will mean that you get through it as fast as you possibly can. And remember that these insolvency practitioners, they've seen it all before. They've seen people lie to them. They've seen people who withhold information, and they'll know about it, and they'll find out, and then it'll cause you more pain than it's worth. So make sure that you're open and honest. Craig, number two.
Number two is don't think they can do you a favour because, like with anything, there's certain rules and regulations that they need to follow. So they can't or won't breach those to do a favour. So don't think going into it that that will happen. And as Jeremy said, if you're open and honest about it, then they'll be able to provide you a solution and won't need to or you won't need to cash in any favours that you think you might be getting, because there won't be any because they're in breach of the rules. Third one, Jeremy.
Yeah, the third one is particularly relevant now. So this is going out in May 2020, and we're in the middle of the corona crisis, and people need to understand that when these events happen, when companies get into insolvency or people go into bankruptcy, it is an especially stressful time for that person. We've been there before. Both Craig and I have advised people who are in that situation, and it is a very, very stressful time. So make sure that you're clear and that you ask lots of questions. You're clear that you understand the advice, and you ask lots of questions to make sure that you understand what's going on. And when you're dealing with the insolvency practitioner, try and go with someone who's recommended by another trusted advisor. So you should have an accountant, or lots of accountants who listen to this show, a lawyer. You'd have lawyers who listen to the show as well. If you've got a client who needs that help, make sure that you can recommend someone who's trusted by you, because that will give them a lot of confidence that they'll be dealt with in a professional manner that they might not get if they go somewhere else. So Craig, there's our 3 ways to deal with an insolvency practitioner.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeremy, and thank you, listeners. That is the end of today's show. As always, when we finish off the show, we encourage everyone to rate and review the podcast. So others can see that and join us to improve the show and get valuable information. So if you would also like to follow us on Facebook or like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and connect through LinkedIn. As always, we share valuable information and resources throughout those platforms in between the podcasts. So jump on those and we will connect with you. All right, that is it for us today. We'll be back again next time. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.